Hey everyone, give me a minute. All right, let's get started here. cool big fig. Trusty toothbrush, get old dust off. Hey Ryan, you gonna come watch? Welcome to my first real YouTube live stream. Come say hi, guys. Don't be shy. I don't bite. In case it's not obvious, this is a used set. Part of a multi-set deal I got sometime last year. I don't mind the brushing sounds. It's just me removing dust from pieces. Like that. Pretty nasty. Should have prepped these, but and I promise you these baggies won't be wasted. They won't end up in the garbage. Wherever possible, I will reuse everything. That's why I'm removing the dust now. This particular seller was nice enough to pre-sort everything for me. Yeah, and these flat plates, they're all going to need a little loving attention. Hopefully you don't see too much of an earthquake effect shaking of my desk. Let's see. Are they all fit in this one? Close enough, right? So here's my story. My wife and daughter are gone for the weekend to Blue Mountain here in Ontario. That left me a lot of time and freedom to build and sort and clean and do all kinds of stuff. Catalog my collections. Last night I did a live build on Facebook, which was fun. Wanted to try it here on YouTube. Either way, I'm going to be up late building this and probably one or two other sets. This one will probably be the only one I do live, just because I find building it live definitely slows me down as I'm looking at my various screens, trying to see who's doing or saying what. I've been watching subpar Netflix movies all day. One problem is if you watch Netflix a lot, I don't watch regular cable anymore. Very quickly, you run through anything that's any good on Netflix. So then you start trying out anything and everything. Start looking forward to their new releases, which isn't a bad thing, but then you run through them and then what? I use these trays so that if I have to pack it up, I easily can. I have a troublesome cat that likes to mess me up. Oh, and that's ABC guy. I don't know, ABC man, whatever. I make him, I play with him whenever I get bored or get stuck while coming up with ideas. Superposable, not a lot to him. Sometimes I like turning him into Spider-Man. Let him hang off. Oh, there's a bad one. Unfortunately, it's just dust and not any oils or gunks or smell or anything on these parts. I'd probably recommend everyone wash all inbound used Lego. But admittedly, I skip a few. And sometimes I forget, like with these two sets, this one and the one last night. Hopefully I won't regret mixing those up. Ooh, keys. Cool. I cannot say I've seen too many of these. And the reason I bought this set, the Big Fig. Pretty cool, I gotta admit. Oh, thanks CD Bricks, appreciate it. My YouTube channel, much like my Facebook page, All Bricks Count, is basically just a way for me to archive all my brick building sets. There, I turned down my laptop. I got a feeling that was feeding back to you guys. If you got a link for anything CD Bricks, you can dump it into the chat there. Alright, well there's my gray tray. Dark gray. And while I'm not sponsored, the Mini Fig Cantina I bought plenty of stuff from on BrickLink. Good guy. Bought sets, bought figures. He's active in our Facebook channel, Lego Collectors Canada, which, by the way, you could be anywhere on the planet as long as you're a nice guy. We don't have an issue with you being in the channel, or I should say the Facebook group. Just as long as you're aware that buying and selling is a Canadian price deal there. I'm going to stretch those out. You building anything tonight, CD Bricks? Curious if my buddy Ryan made it in here. recommend anyone watching and lurking, if you don't have a Gmail account, you should probably get one. It's free, doesn't hurt. Allows you to save all your settings in YouTube and other Gmail services. Might do a Google Hangouts if that's still an option. Anyone know if that's still available? By the way, the reason I'm having so much trouble is I got the paper cut from hell on this finger. And it was miserable not having a band-aid on it last night while I was trying to build, so I thought I would cover it up, and it's still pretty miserable. Story to the paper cut is that while counting supplies in my warehouse, I got a paper cut from a box of knives. Didn't actually hurt myself with the knives, just the box. I wear fingerless gloves, and sure enough, the part of your hand that's not protected is what routinely gets cut. Stupid me. A lot of minifigure bags for reuse, maybe, probably. And it's definitely nice having this already pre-sorted. Oh, that's cool. And the weird ripple effect on YouTube when my desk shakes. I try not to do that too often. Quick little check on my parts. That gate's going to need some work. Curious if this appears in any other sets. That's a pretty big gate. I got some bits and pieces. Let's see what's loose in here. Looks like you're getting the feed in pretty good definition from what I'm seeing on my 65-inch TV. And let's see. It's funny, I just ate dinner an hour ago, but I'm starving. A horrible timing. Oh, here we go. I can see your responses now, Nathan, on Facebook. I feel like I've already misplaced one part. I'm going to have to check that carefully. Okay, so I do need to look for that piece to see it was here, which means I have been stupid already. Put that there. Yeah, so what I think I've misplaced is a bucket handle that is tan. And I know I had it on the desk 5 minutes ago. And that will drive me crazy. Worst part is I know I don't have one in tan handy. Wouldn't even know where to begin to look. Gray, sure, probably. Black, yeah. But don't know about that tan. Yeah, Arthur, this is the cave prison Rancor Pit from Return of the Jedi under Jabba the Hutt's throne. Last night I built Jabba's palace, and it has a trap door, and that would actually drop Luke and I guess it was Luke and Han Solo into the Rancor Pit. I've already posted last night's build on YouTube, so you could actually see that. I did a time lapse. There's a little flower pot. And we got lots of bones. Awesome. I'm going to do my best to keep everything to 3 trays this time. We got some reds, trans, and oops, sorry about any vibrations. All right, now I've got to look for that one stupid little piece. Oh, that's going to kill me. So there's the parts. While I'm thinking about this, I'll just open up these figures. Big fat half naked guy. Yeah, the plan is, since I've seen a lot of other people do it, Arthur, they eventually stack one on top of the other with a little bit of modification, so that's my plan. Won't do that tonight. I'll be happy to get this built. But, skeleton, he ain't gonna stay up, I'm not gonna worry about it. Another Gamorrean Guard, got one in last night's set, so. One of the best looking Lego figures. And Return of the Jedi Luke. Okay, now to figure out where that piece went. Manual, good. There's my sorts so far. Okay. We're just going to put all these guys back here for now. What a pain, what a pain. Alright, so it's not in those baggies. Now I gotta check all of these. And I saw it. It was one piece in one bag. Oh. And this is why you don't throw out anything, guys. Almost called off the whole night for that one piece. No, it's not true. Yeah, that figure, Arthur, that's the one that's just like all one color? I know he's been reissued once or twice, I think, right? But I think the one you're talking about, he's just one color. Extremely plain looking. If you search on Snups, actually forget Snups, if you search on YouTube, you'll see all my other sets that I've built. Well, I shouldn't say all my other sets, but a lot of sets that I've built. And yeah, blue with a lot of a bit of sand. Yeah, that's a great figure. You know, I actually find them a lot in used lots, but it's got like the wings, right? The broken wing. Seems like people are pretty abusive to that particular character for some reason. I don't know. Originally, this was a 4-bag set. But I get to kind of skip over the first few steps because, you know, all the figures are built. Here, I guess I can put a bone in his hand. The one he sticks in the Rancor's mouth. I grew up on the Kenner action figures, so it's really cool reliving some of that with the Lego guys. All right. Drink them if you got them. Cheers. Actually, Arthur, one of my favorites is the one I got a little while ago, the Canada Post Truck. For Canada, it's kind of a nice little iconic set. Let's see, maybe I'll move. This is the hard part, always trying to figure out how to orientate the manuals with whatever I'm building. And we are building. Now the Canada Post Truck, not nearly as hard to come across, although finding those two printed, was it 1x6 or 1x8 white bricks with the Canada Post logo on it, not all scratched up, not easy. There's some, you also got to watch for reproductions. Some people do stickers. As long as they say it's a sticker, I don't have a problem with it. But some scammers are doing some amateur pad printing now, which is going to make it a lot harder to buy used sets and be 100% sure that you're getting what you're paying for, or what they say. I was pretty fortunate to get both of these sets in a deal. Hey, welcome back, City Bricks. One of the things I'm trying to do now is I'm trying to work through a lot of my backlog of used sets before I start going through a lot of new stuff I bought in the last year that's still sitting in boxes. Just seems to be wrong to leave stuff in bags when I could be building it. Hey, CD Bricks, you got any idea what this set cost originally? If that's 60 US, that's probably reasonable for this set. That probably puts it at 70 or 75 Canadian. Oh, are you Canadian, Arthur? I tell you, I wish I had gone to Tim Hortons before I started this. Could do without the coffee, but I tell you, a box of Timbits would be great right about now. Ah, well, bonjour. Actually, you know, seeing your name, I should have guessed. I'm living smack dab in the middle of Toronto. But I'm sure you won't hold that against me. Here. You always know you're going to have a play feature when you get a piece like that. Something's going to move. You know what, Arthur? I'm going to say no. Just because when I originally got this set, I printed out the BrickLink list to make sure I was getting everything I was supposed to. And at the time, I know I checked everything, and I don't see a lightsaber at all here. But even if I was missing, it wouldn't be a big deal because I've got no end of lightsabers parts and hilts and light up tubes. I got a whole thing of light tubes somewhere. But yeah, I'm going to say no, it doesn't come with a lightsaber. And that it shouldn't come with a lightsaber. Actually, it's kind of sucks that it doesn't, but I guess for the exact scene, you know, probably wouldn't be accurate. What's the weather like in Quebec, Arthur? It's pretty windy here in Toronto right now. You probably, I don't know if you can hear it, but my balcony door, which is 5 feet away from my desk here, is rattling with the wind. Arthur, you telling me there's another Rancor Pit? Am I going to have to chase down yet another Star Wars set? Oh man, you know what? We haven't gotten any snow in days here in Toronto. But you guys are pretty used to it in Quebec. You guys are a lot tougher than we are. You're also smarter than we are. You guys force snow tires. It's the law there. We get away without them. But to tell you the truth, in Toronto, we only get like 3 good storms a year now, and that's it. It's bone dry. Cold. I have gotten ahead of myself here. Something ain't right. Skipping steps. Alright. Well, I'll tell you the truth. I got conned into both these sets because I wanted that Rancor. Because I had the Kenner Rancor monster, which of course I don't have anymore, but and I wasn't going to pay scalpers rates, but I figured to get a Kenner figure of a Rancor monster. But figured, hey, get them in Lego. Keep them forever this time. No, seriously, 3 storms. I mean, three big ones. A lot of very cold days here. You know, -15 or worse. But what I call 3 big storms. Last year was like the same thing. 3 big storms. And once you get through them, it's like not a big deal. Just digging out. It takes us about 3 days to dig out. Get our streets back to normal, or at least drivable. Sorry, Arthur, I missed the question you had earlier. I have the original brick for what? The Canada Post truck? If that was your question, yeah, it's all original parts. Beautiful print on the parts. I've actually got 1 or 2 more sets. I've got another one. It's a used set, but it's got the manual in the box, and then I've got another one that's just the parts. Not even sure where that one came from. I think I found that through a bulk lot. I'm glad I'm not outside tonight. I'm not sure if we were getting a wind warning, but it's pretty clear. Toronto's getting pelted with a good windstorm at least. The Canada Post truck, I have more than one set actually. I have the one I made the video of, I actually didn't have the box and manual. I got the instructions online, and not even from Lego, because I don't think they have that. I think I got it from some other online source. But I got the box and manual for another Canada Post truck through another deal. And then I got yet another set, which has nothing. And that one's actually got, I think, mucked up printed parts. They're original, but they're well loved, beat up. Yeah, and you know what? And I'll tell you the truth, it's not in great condition or anything. Like you said, it is hard to get. But I don't mind it being beat up. I'm not a pristine box collector. When I get them, great, sweet. But I'm a builder. And, you know, when I see a set's been loved, that's okay. Now, tarnished and destroyed, or sunburned, that's or chewed on. Oh my God, or marker. Don't get me started on that garbage. there's the arch. That's pretty cool. Wow, you've got that set in a box. That is, I know people would kill for that. I mean, I'm not a big hospital or firehouse or police station builder. You know, of course, I built them as kids, but classic space, that was what I really got into as a kid. Then I went through 30 years of Dark Ages, and then it was, when I came back to it, it was Star Wars. My buddy bought me a set in Hey Ryan, I don't know if you're on your computer or on your phone. I'd probably recommend looking at it on your computer, looking at YouTube live video on your computer. You should be able to comment that way. Plus, you'll have to have a Gmail account or something and be logged into YouTube to comment. If you're not, then you're just going to be watching and lurking. Cool. All right. Feel like we're getting somewhere. Hey Fred, I'll have to check that out. Because of course I don't spend nearly enough time on YouTube. Don't watch my cable TV. Netflix and YouTube, that's it. Oh, and channel 24 for the news. What am I missing? What am I missing here? Two of those. Want to see something extremely weird, put yourself on YouTube and then look at it on a TV screen. Looks like something's going to be happening there. That's it. This Band-Aid's coming off. I'll have to live with it. Band-Aid's interfering more than the paper cut would. One, two. All right. Key. Pitchfork. Clean out this bucket. And that stupid hand caused me all that trouble earlier. Well, I can see this is going to be fun. Oh, there we go. Oh, I envy you, Arthur. I've got only a handful of the classic space from that era, and none of my originals. I've slowly been going back trying to acquire them, but as you can imagine, it's expensive, and nothing in box, and barely with manuals. Oh, that is just too cool. I could just do that all night. Hey, Brick Maniac. Is that you, Brian? That's cool. I'm sorry. I might be over 40 years old, but that's cool. And, oh, hey. That works pretty cool. So bag twos, if I was building my own, would have had this guy. Anyone knows what his name is without me looking at BrickLink and cheating? And I guess a dead body skeleton. Oh my god, it's horrible. Just gonna want to do that all night. Awesome, Ryan. Great. I'll tell you the truth, it was really hard for me to try and look at the Facebook and look at the YouTube. And I knew I'd be sacrificing one for the other. But I wanted to try it on YouTube this time. Oh, that Rancor is seriously cool. That's why I bought both sets. I can't remember who posted it, and I had the opportunity and I saw the Rancor. It's like I was just going to buy the Rancor from someone else, and I had missed out on that. And it's like, you know what? I'm going to get the sets. I want to build them anyway. I'm not a playset guy, you know that, but I figured it was worth it. I mean, if I hated it, then I could always sell the sets or whatever, break them up, but I think that's a sin. All right. I bet you would. It could happen. Well, don't get into a bidding war just yet. Brick Maniac, he'll pretty much tell you I'm not a big seller. I'm a builder. I do make plenty of money selling sets when certain deals come my way, but especially extra promos and garbage like that. Well, I tell you, last night's set, that Jabba's Castle, or Palace there, I put that into a DTOF case temporarily, an IKEA DTOF, and it's looking really good. So I can only imagine if I join these together eventually, it's going to make for a real nice display piece. And the DTOF is probably the only way I could display them one on top of another, and I'll have to remove at the last panel to even make that happen. Because my glass cabinets, my big cabinets, can't remember what name those are. No, actually I could make it work in that too. I find it much easier for me to get rid of sets if I haven't built them yet. So if I buy extras in boxes, which I do sometimes, for flipping or trades, those I don't seem to have too much of a problem letting go because, you know, I haven't cracked them open, I don't have an attachment to them yet. But once I start building stuff, especially if I like it, I'm screwed. It's hard for me to part with something that I like. Here's a question, maybe you guys can answer it, because I don't know the answer. Did Lego intend for us to stack these one on top of another? Arthur says yes. Oh, great. Because it kind of looks like they were meant for it. What I've seen some people do is basically upscale these builds, get a couple of versions of the set, or just buy a lot of extra parts and just go bigger. Yeah, finding ways to fund the habit, not easy. Not easy. I don't have people charging whatever they want to charge for promos or other extras they got that they're willing to sell. I get it. This is an expensive hobby. We're all trying to get by. I mean, years ago, I used to lie to my wife about how much I was spending. Sneaking it in, whatever. But eventually... Oh, watch my head. Keep my watch on so I can get my alerts. But yeah, it was horrible trying to sneak it into the house. I would break it, get it out of the box right away because it was much easier to get the bags into the house and have the cardboard flat. Yeah, you know, Arthur, that's funny. When I had checked on BrickLink and noticed that it came a year later, it's listed as a I think this one's listed 2013. Hey, you know, some sets are in development for a long time, and it could be that, you know, one just didn't get out. I would have released them both together. I mean, if I was Lego, that's the way I would have done it. But hey, they do all kinds of weird stuff we can't seem to figure out. All us armchair quarterbacks think we can do playing Lego better than Lego can. Hey, thanks, Ryan. Enjoy your evening. All right. Here's a question for you, Arthur. I'm probably going to ask it in the Facebook group later, but have you ever hid anything in Lego? Valuables, money. Sometimes you end up with nice little nooks and crannies that you could definitely hide stuff in. The question is, have you ever hidden anything in a Lego set? Like I was just looking at, you know, this, and you got interesting spots, you know. You hide away little things that no one ever would, you know, keys or money or whatever. Maybe a ring. Chicken. And you hit it in Lego or you hit it somewhere else? Let's see here. All right. Coming along nicely. Nice. Let's see, what would have been bag 3s? Nice. Pretty sure that's where those need to go. Oh. I should still have this open, so according to BrickLink, 346 pieces, which probably differs from what the official box would have said, but not a big set, and actually with a lot of big pieces. You know, we could have built terrain like this, but they give you one piece. But that's okay. That could actually look a little better. Let's get showing some age. Boom. 4, yeah, 340 whatever in pieces, 346 I think I said, and 4 figures plus 1 big fig. I enjoy some of the smaller sets as much as I have some of the bigger ones. I mean, it's nice when a set doesn't take you multiple days. I mean, yeah, it was great to build the like the UCS Falcon or some of the other large UCS sets, but it's such an undertaking. I mean, I had to plan. I didn't do it right away after I got it at the launch, you know, from launch, and eventually got around to it. And then it became such a long, dragged out ordeal to get it done. I'm not complaining, just took a long time. Making sure I'm good on the build so far. Yeah. No, that's, you know, one of the things I was discussing last night with people who were watching was I rotate my sets. So I got, you know, a bunch of cabinets and some DTOF and the other IKEA large cabinets, and you know, I put them on display, but I can't display everything. So every month or two now, I rotate some in and some out. If there's something I'm less pleased with, they get rotated out sooner. Zip lock them back up. I feel like I've missed something too. Nope. Alright, we're good. Kind of wish I was 8 years old and building this, because I could see the kids really having a good time with this set. I don't know if you've done this before, Arthur, but one of my friends in our Facebook group, he challenged us about a year ago to buying a small $20 set, like a creator set, and then using only those parts. What can you build, you know? And at first, because I do like to build a lot of mocks, but I thought, oh, it'd be very limiting having a tiny set. But turned out it was such a great challenge. I loved it. I had a really good time doing that. Did it for a couple of months, but we ended up kind of chasing people away because I was just all over that. I guess it got hard for some people to try and get into it when I kept blasting my own ideas into the group and showing off what I was coming up with. But I think it made me a better builder because it taught me to be creative with less. Because I know you're only seeing the bottom of my wall, but this thing goes up to the ceiling. My build station, about 8 feet wide, with those slotted pull drawers, and I've got all kinds of plastic shoe boxes in the other room with bulk that I still need to go through for raw parts. Probably when I retire. I can't see me finding time before that. Yeah, I mean, wow, that would be a challenge, just to stick to the basic blocks. I mean, just this little guy here. I love this, and of course, we didn't have all of this when I was a kid. I would have gone crazy if I had access to the parts I use in this guy. This is my little boredom toy. Whenever I'm bored or I don't feel creative, start flexing this guy around, try to make him stand or do other crap. You can do it though. Ta-da! Oh, I just give him a hang. I think I'm good on that page right now. One in gray, 4 of those. This feels half done, looking at what's left in my trays. I did. I missed a step back here. And here. Let's see. Goes there. 2. That looks right. Because now I can do what I gotta do here. Wow. Okay. You have got to... are you in our LEGO group? LEGO Collectors Canada, Arthur? If you're not, you should be on Facebook, that's for sure. And I am... I don't hide who I am. I'm Richard Martin. I'm a moderator there. See what a cheat these pieces are. We could have built this formation with brick. Oh well. Give me a sec. Gotta check out my Facebook peeps. So Arthur, do you feel like you're challenging yourself, or you're, you know, the challenge is you going up against somebody else? Because I know when I was doing those mock challenges, I very quickly got to a point where I realized that, at least for a short period of time with the sets we were using, I wasn't being challenged by anybody really, even though we had a bunch of mock builders who were pretty competent. It forced me to step up my game just because I had to figure out ways of outdoing myself so I wasn't getting bored. And I was really upset when the competition stopped because I definitely felt I had a lot more I could have come up with. Your English is fine. I wish most of my coworkers had your written English here in Toronto. And if your spoken is half as good as your written, you're doing pretty good, buddy. Tell you a story about one of my road trips going from Toronto to New Brunswick, because I go frequently every year, and we were somewhere in Quebec, middle of the summer, pulled over off the highway, Don't think it was at one of those, you know, regular stops, but wherever. Somewhere before or after Montreal, and I pulled in, and I can't speak French to save my life. Tried, can't do it. And wow, we're going back a good 10, 15 years. And I go in there looking for Coca-Cola, nice tall pop. And I think it was a McDonald's. And I'm trying to figure out a way to, you know, pointing up to the board and saying, I want the big pop. I want the Grand, the big. And the guy's looking at me like I'm stupid. I swear for 2 minutes. I was trying to get that drink. He made me feel like crap. When I got back to the car, my wife says, yeah, he's probably just goofing on you. Oh, this is interesting. A hideaway spot. Now see, that'd be a great place to hide something. A ring, keys, something. Oh, you want to hear me try? At least I try. I know enough French to basically say, je n'ai pas parlé français, je parle anglais, which pretty much insults any Frenchman I've ever spoken to. That's about all I can put together. And what's really funny is 25 years ago, when I worked for a Chinese company here in the GTA, I was really the only English-speaking guy in the back. That's why I was hired. And what's worse, a French driver came in, like Manitoulin Transport or something, I can't remember, and he couldn't speak a stick of English. And then it was hilarious. In a Chinese company, he's yelling at my boss, who's Italian with a little English, and trying to get me to basically act as a mediator with, you know, the Chinese in the company, and oh, it was just something else with my poor French. It was just horrible. Managed to make it all work though. Somehow got all that paperwork done. That part needs some love. I blame the Ontario education system, at least back when I was in it. I mean, I was out of school, what, 1997, I was finished college. But in Toronto, we started French in grade 4. You had to take it to grade 9. And then in high school, you only had to get 1 credit to graduate with French. And I didn't even get that credit. I failed French and had to substitute another course. And actually, I had to substitute 3 courses throughout my high school time. Because it turned out that my teachers and guidance people were idiots. Or enjoyed screwing around with me. But, yeah. Took me a couple swings at the bat to finally get out of French. I regret it. Well, you know what it turned out, Arthur? It was that truck driver being a subcontractor. The company that sends him probably didn't have a clue how poor his English was. Maybe he did mostly Quebec runs, you know. But yeah, we made it work. I'm a truck driver's son, so I've learned to be very patient. Truck drivers don't get nearly the respect they deserve. Another brick I hate. These long ones. It just feels like another cheat. We could be building them up with the smaller pieces. Surprised my cat isn't trying to jump up on the desk and bother me. As it is, when I put in last night's set in the cabinet, when I wasn't looking, he actually ran in there really quick. It's lucky I noticed. He drove after he retired. Oh. I still know some truck drivers who retired, and then I guess they didn't have enough money or whatever, you know. Life doesn't go always as you plan. They still drive occasionally because there's always work. There's always work if you're a driver. But it sucks because there's no, you know, the money's tough. Even owner operators, there's no money in it anymore. I used to enjoy going on the road with my dad. Some of the best experiences I ever had. Taught me a lot about life and people and respect. Believe it or not, I learned how to respect women by being on the road with my dad. One thing he taught me was being nice to everyone. Because you might just be the nicest person that person has to see or deal with that day, because you don't know what they're dealing with at home. So even people I might not necessarily like, I'm always pleasant with them every day. Now, if they want to get unpleasant, that's okay. That's up to them. They can get unpleasant first. But I'll never be the bad guy first. Not my style. Ooh, gonna make some torches. Olympic torch. Do. Let's see, bag 4, which I believe would be the final bag in this series, this set. Cheers, drink of it if you got it. Nestle iced tea. The powdered garbage mix, unfortunately. Not a very technical build. It's all basically studs up. Pretty easy stuff. This is my first live build on YouTube, and last night was my first live build on Facebook video. I've done little tests here and there, and then I delete them as fast as I make them. I'm literally using just my cell phone for the recording device. And then I'm using my wife's laptop to see you talking to me. And on my Samsung TV, I'm watching the live build. It's got about a 3-second delay. Same delay you're seeing is what I'm seeing on my TV. All the audio is turned down or reasonably low. I know a lot of our fellow collector and builders like to build on weekends. I'm trying to encourage maybe a Google Hangouts or a Facebook video thing or whatever to get. We could be in a common room sharing video. Some people think you gotta be on screen, have your face on it, whatever. I can. I've done a few videos. Well, thanks, Arthur. Appreciate it. I mean, at this point, it's the best I can do without aiming the camera, say, at me. But then if you aim the camera at me, you probably get a view of what's behind me. My kitchen, not the greatest view. I'd rather show the desk, the build station. What's your favorite Lego or other bricks YouTube channel? You must watch some. If you're watching me, then you definitely must be watching someone else on YouTube. Thanks for what I think is the spam virals.tv. I can't figure out half of that ASCII gibberish. Looks cool. I always feel like I'm missing something. Now, from those three, BrickZar is probably the, let's see, just too good. I don't watch much. I know I subscribe to all three. Jang Bricks, I'd say I watch them at least twice a week. Used to like them a lot. BrickZar, I used to watch a lot every time I think about starting my own BrickLink store. And everyone keeps telling me it's just a matter of time given how much I have in bulk. It's the only way I can justify having so much in bulk. But problem is, you got to sort it, to catalog it, before you can put it on BrickLink. And that's a lot more time and work than I'm prepared to put into it. I'd almost rather, if I were to sell it, just to put a price on a box and say, you know, give me 15 bucks and I'll give you the box. Guys who run BrickLink stores, that's a lot of work. Especially good BrickLink stores, big ones. I do like BrickZar just for the history. He's so knowledgeable. I really hated when last year he stopped buying sets for a period of time, or claimed to. He still seemed to manage to get some sets in, though. I guess when you want them, you find a way. And just too good. I'm trying to remember. Is that the guy with the grasshopper icon? Or some green alien thing? Boy, this is finishing up nicely. Just see how this is looking. Oh yeah. Just feel a little resistance there. Gotta be careful with that. Oh, classic spacesuit, right. Hey, I can respect that, you know. It's tough, you know, opening up a set sometimes, especially if you think it's going to be, you know, valuable. And if, you know, it's almost easier if you're not a builder, because then it's just about, oh, I'm going to buy it and sit on it and flip it. And then it's easy. But if you like building them, then it can really suck. Awesome. I wonder where I made a mistake. Because that's not right. I can see that now. That's not right. So now I need to figure out my mistake. Going backwards, going backwards. Yep. Yep. There's a black piece missing there. So I've screwed something up. I'm off by a level on something. Yep. That's it. Yay. Now I get to figure out how I screw this up. So we're going to need, and that shouldn't be there either. Okay. And I need one of those. You seem to like to punish yourself. That's what it seems to be. Yeah. You're at a point where you can afford to get all this stuff that you used to want. And oops. But then you can't enjoy it. Yeah, there we go. Most annoying part of Lego when you screw up. Thank God it's not a Technic set. Screw up on a Technic set, that's a world of hurt. Pulling pins out. Yeah, see, that's better. Yeah, I'll figure out where I am again. Two of those. Two of those. Right now, one of my fellow Lego Collectors Canada members, he's offered me the first Millennium Falcon set. Not the UCS set, have that. Have both UCS sets. But the first Millennium Falcon set, which was such an ugly build. I don't know, I want to say in 2000? I don't think it was 1999, I think it was 2000. And it comes with the 4 big eggshell pieces, you know, whatever. Oh, ugly as sin. He's offered me a good price for it. It's not sealed in box, it's used, but it's got box manual, everything. Very tempted. Almost afraid to talk to him, because every time I talk to him I get tempted again. So you ever going to sell those sealed sets? Or are you just riding them out to and max out? Gotta be careful, because Lego's liking doing the new sets. And while I think there's always a place for the old sets, for some people, as soon as the new one comes out, the interest in the old one drops. One, two, three. Two of those, and do two of those. Yeah, I actually have the figures. Because I used to spend stupid amounts of money and buy the figures, but yeah, I keep thinking about picking it up. I was actually at a convention, Lego show, whatever, hobby show, a couple of months ago when I met him, and he first offered it to me, and he's been offering it to me many times since, because it's not cheap, and it is ugly, and a lot of people can't bring themselves to buy it. He continues to offer it at a really good price. And I don't want to offer him a lowball offer. He definitely deserves something for that set. Let's see, 2 more of those. 1, 2 of those. Oh, I don't know. I wouldn't be so sure. Lego has pissed off a lot of people the last couple years. I know the Taj Mahal. Well, the Falcon. That was the first one, but at least they gave us a different build. Then the Taj Mahal. That one was just something else. 1 piece difference. Same build. That one. I do not have all of the light up Star Wars figures. I don't. They were pricey, and you know, it was a little tricky to swap out the batteries for some of them. I didn't have a lot of interest in those, and I can't even tell you how many I've got right now because I still have not cataloged those. If you check out All Bricks Count on Snups, you'll see I'm slowly trying to catalog my figures as well. And it's a pain in the ass doing that, but eventually I'm going to get everything cataloged and know what I got where. I mean, it's horrible when everywhere you turn, you got, you know, more parts and figures and stuff you got to catalog and figure out what's what, and, you know, just, it never ends. Everywhere I turn. Typical Lego guy. Too much Lego, not enough time. Okay, I don't know why I pulled these two parts out. Let's see if I do that right now. Boom. Gee, that never gets tired. Let's see. This is definitely looking really cool. Okay. The manual said 3. And yet, I only see 3 of them. 1. Oh, I goofed. Haha, I goofed. Tell you, what a great thing these brick pullers are. Tell you though, it's real easy to break a piece with them too. When I was taking apart some 2000s or 1999 sets, this thing ripped apart more than a piece or two. I had to go on BrickLink. It's very hard to get classic grays. I'm sure you know. Start from the far corner. Yeah, I'm so afraid of taking apart some older stuff just because, like, oh, you know, when I was bagging some stuff up that I really needed to bag up, it's like I end up having to put in orders, so I end up waiting a few weeks and accumulating the list of parts I'm going to need to replace because I was bagging them up to put them away so they would be safe. Oh, I'm liking this. This is really slick. Tell you, after building Jabba's palace last night and building this tonight, tell you, I really feel like building some castles. Or it'd be nice if Lego would make, I guess, some cathedrals or churches. I mean, a nice UCS church, cathedral. Oh, seeing some dust. Let's see. No, I don't. I wish. Never had an opportunity. Never built it. Actually, okay. So I never built it. I had it. I sold it, and I could kick myself in the ass for it. But it was really no choice because I was pretty foolish with my money when I had started in this, and yeah, I had to sell it. Big mistake. The history of the Yellow Castles is kind of funny. Lego didn't want to give us gray castles to begin with because they just naturally assumed we were all going to make military sets. And sure enough, as soon as we got a lot of gray parts, we did. But after the first yellow ones, they realized sales would be better with gray castles, and they were. Oh wow, look at that. Alright, so I think I still have something wrong because I got 2 blacks I can't account for. Yay! Sure of that. It was an awesome build. Now let's see where those black pieces go. Awesome. Maybe in the very beginning. Which would put it here. Shoo. Well, it would be pretty easy if I'm careful. Let's see. Alright, so those are all the parts falling out. Let's see. Nope. I got it in there. Other side. Alright. So I missed that and I missed that. Yay! Well, it's not horrible. Yeah, it definitely could have been worse. Like I said, I'm just glad this is not Technic sets, because when you miss something on a Technic set, can't remember if it was Porsche or another car, I was tearing it apart. It took me like 2 hours to backtrack to figure out what I'd screwed up. And I didn't even have the excuse of live building. So the other one is somewhere in here. Nice thing about Lego over models, you know. Really easy to go back, fix your mistakes. Or come up with creative solutions. Let's see, like this. Supposed to go right. Wow. And all right, I got 2 claws. What did I do? Where were they supposed to go? Okay, so he's got all his claws. Could be extras. 4, 4. He's good. Yeah. So. Someday I'll do a set and not miss something. It'll happen. I have faith. Actually, most sets I do okay on. They're looking like they're extra. Sometimes I'll bury an extra piece or 2 in a set as opposed to separating them out. In the case of these nails, thorns, whatever, horns, don't think there's a good way to do that other than hide them in that little box. My stupid cat. Come on, bug off. Nope. So they're extra. Cool. All right, let's see. From that era, I have this, because I'm a big battle pack guy. I might have that. I know I have the walker because I love walkers. I've got this for sure. And of course, I got the Rancor Pit. Did they show anything else? No. So those are extras. I got an extra bone too. Oh, the chain. Great. Where the hell is that chain supposed to go? Oh my God. Does it go on his wrist? Probably does, right? Let's see. Yeah, it goes on the wrist. All right. I don't have to do everything all over. All right. So got that. Well, they don't go in his mouth, though. No. It'd be cool if the horns go. Let's see, we got this. Oh, give me my beauties. Clay time. Yeah, I'm gonna lower you down. Whoop, 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 whoop. Yeah, skeleton, who cares? Pretty cool. Are you asking, are the horns for one of the minifigures? I don't think so. Move those guys around. Not bad. A little hideaway spot. That's beautiful. I gotta actually motorize that and maybe make that automated. That'd be cool. So since you suggested that the sets were made to go together, let's see if I can whip out the palace and see what happens. Adjust this again. And I'll be right back. Well, it looks like you're right, Arthur. I see 4 notches. Something ain't quite right. Why? I'm going to reduce my risk. Can move that aside. So I can look underneath. Is it because it goes another way? Wow. All right. It looks a little weird, but pretty cool, pretty cool. Guard outside, another guard outside. Rancor, Luke. Oh, yes, you're right. Here, Chewie. Sorry, you must go. Chewie and Han can go together. Oh, Chewie didn't want to go. That was hilarious. The Wookiee is smarter than the Corellian. That was cool. Wow, I thought I was going to have to do some crazy mod to make that work. Yeah, that cannot be a mistake, that this older set fits this set perfectly. I just kind of wish it was turned the other way around. Well, thanks for hanging with me, Arthur. I think I'm going to find something to eat, and I'm going to end this in a minute or two. They had to have planned it when they made that palace. That's not an accident. That is not an accident. It's pretty stable. I just got to make sure my display area will take that. Otherwise, I got to figure out a solution to that. But that is cool. All right, well, I hope you like and subscribe and do all that nonsense, and follow my Facebook page, All Bricks Count, and from there you can see everything else I'm doing and where I am. And everyone else who's watching, thanks.